Keep your man from cheating. Relationship advice. Learn why men cheat and how to prevent it. I've heard this so many times. I've seen it plastered on women's faces, like some sort of billboard of pain. I wiped away my own tears about it in the past. It's ugly, it's isolating, it's shaming, and it's everywhere. That bug. That I can't keep it in my pants bug. And it seems like it just strikes out of nowhere. Like a flu. As if your man could get sneezed on, and the next thing you know, he has some tramp's legs around his waist. Yeah, I said it. And if you've been there, you've thought it yourself. And it kind of goes like this: boy meets girl, boy falls in love with girl. Boy and girl settle into a great little relationship and all is well, with hearts and flowers flying out of their butts. But after a while, life kicks in. Babies come, work comes. Boy gets tired. Girl gets tired. Girl sometimes wants to smack boy upside the head for being such a slob. Boy wonders, when did girl become such a nag? Boy gets quiet. Boy works later and seems distracted. Girl wants to know what's going on. Boy says nothing. Girl starts getting paranoid and looks for some clue. Boy assures her everything is fine, but now their sex life sucks, and even worse, the intimacy feels like it's melting away like the Wicked Witch in The Wizard of Oz. Then one day, out of the blue, boy wants to leave and girl is left, curled up in a ball, crying her eyes out, eating everything that's not nailed down. The end. See? That's why I don't write fairy tales. No, I'm kidding, but you get my point. Admit it. It's a huge fear for us. To lose the man we love to another. To be left. To be abandoned both physically and emotionally. Hey, everyone has that fear. Men included. And we lovely ladies are not immune to the infidelity bug, either. It happens. So get off that high horse. But for right this second, let's focus on how to prevent cheating. And in order to do that, you must first understand why a man cheats in the first place. These relationship tips can help you. Why do men cheat? Well, I went to the source. And the answer will probably surprise you. Here's how one man described it in a poll from Men, Love, and Sex. Douglas, 37, now divorced. I was married 4 years when I cheated on my wife. I didn't intend to cheat, and it wasn't like she had a model's body or anything. She was just really flirtatious. She gave me lots of attention, told me how much she wanted me, and really made me feel like a god. It's hard to resist that when you go home and the only thing you talk about at home is bills and when I'm planning on cutting the grass. And he's not the only one. The main reason that men cheat is because they are looking for something that they aren't getting, or no longer getting at home. Some people call it boredom, but the underlying reason is the same exact reason why most women stray as well. They are looking for that affection. They believe they are underappreciated and want to recapture that feeling of being attractive to someone, to be sexy, to feel desired. They want to feel excitement again, feel adventurous, even a little naughty, alive, like they matter to someone. But more importantly, they're looking for an ego boost. And who better than some new pair of eyes looking at them like they hung the moon, instead of the woman at home who's been in the bathroom 5 seconds after he's dropped a bomb. Of course, sometimes this isn't enough. After all, it's not like we don't already have our own insecurities already, right? We have busy lives. We start getting wrinkles, our butts expand, our boobs aren't as fabulous as the Victoria's Secret models, and we too feel like we could use a little romance. Thank you very much. It's easy to throw the blame right away and say, it's all his fault. And I'm not going to make any excuses for any person that strays, but it still takes two to tango horizontally, so let's take a look at what you can do to better your chances of having a cheat-proof man. First off, check out these relationship tips to learn how to keep your man faithful. Put yourself in his shoes for a moment. Get into his mind and imagine what it's like to live his life. Do you know the stresses he's under at work? Imagine what it's like to get up every day at the crack of dawn, and do the same thing he does over and over. What does he worry about work-wise, financially, health-wise? Then think about the conversations you two have. Imagine what it may sound like from his side. Is it detail-heavy? By that I mean, are your conversations more about stuff that needs to be done, places you guys have to go, money, tasks, etc.? Then imagine what's the first thing you guys talk about when he first gets home and the last thing before you go to bed. Is any of it romantic? Or sexy? Or flirtatious? Do you still communicate like you did when you were getting to know each other? If you think that you spend too much time in the task conversation, don't you think that you both miss that thrill that you both had when you first started to date? And if you said that you never talk in flirtatious terms, romantic terms, caring terms, well, how do you think that is nurturing your relationship? Take an honest look at your sex life. I know this may seem superficial, but your sexual communication often gauges how the rest of the relationship is going. It's like taking your temperature. It's a good way to gauge if something's not well in the whole relationship. So, ask yourself how your sex life is going. Do you feel like you guys have gotten into a rut? Do you guys still have regular foreplay on both sides, or has it become kind of predictable? Is that fun, or does it get a little, oh I hate to say it, boring? Is that the kiss of death or what? Now, if you are feeling about it, how do you think he's feeling? Again, these can be precursors. Okay, before you have a nervous breakdown, don't panic. I'm not trying to scare you, I'm trying to help you help your relationship. You can easily start now making subtle changes to bring back the passion. And keep it in your home. Next thing you need to do is ask yourself the following question. How would you want to be treated? Remember what it was like to first date each other? The flirting, the kissing, the doing nice things for each other just because, the dry humping in the car? Don't you miss it too? Then start to bring it back. What you both need is affection. That means more hugs, more kissing, more smiles, more caresses, more lingering looks. And keep in mind, part of the affection is in your words. Find ways of letting him know you still find him attractive. That means calling him at work, not to remind that he needs to come home early so you can get to your yoga class. You call to tell him that you're thinking about riding him bareback like a wild stallion when he gets home. Yeehaw! Find small ways to connect with him. Goodbye kisses, or even goodbye teases in the morning will have him excited to come home. How do you tease? Simple. One simple but powerful tease is to wait till he's brushing his teeth. Then just get on your knees for a second, take him in your mouth for just a quick second, jump back up and then tell him, hurry, home, baby. He'll be thinking about you all day and chances are, will arrive home early. And try to remember to keep the fun in your relationship. That may mean making dates, and in that, bring out some new ideas. Now you know how to keep your man from cheating. Many successful couples make a weekly date with each other, leaving the kids with grandma, and no talk of mortgages, broken pipes, or bills allowed. Other couples swear by experimenting in the sack, trying a new sex position each week, or game, like playing naked twister. Sure, the positions aren't always successful. One almost put one woman I know in traction. But the fact that these couples try something new constantly means that they stay committed to each other and keep some excitement in their love life. And follow these suggestions. Chances are they will keep your man in your bed too. Laura Somoza is a sex and relationship advice columnist. You can receive her free newsletter or order her book by signing up at www.blissinthebedroom.com. If you are looking for some new ways of reigniting your love life, and really, who isn't, then get your pretty little fingers on my book, Bliss in the Bedroom, A Real Woman's Guide to Better Sex. Quick tips, save complaints and to-do lists for at least an hour after you two are home. No one likes to be attacked at the door. Keep variety when it comes to the bedroom. Even if your experiment isn't your favorite, you always get closer for trying new things. Bring teasing back. Remind him what it was like to first date you and how he couldn't wait to see you again. Useful links: Bliss in the Bedroom, A Real Woman's Guide to Better Sex.